the settings for the DigiSet, this is the same DigiSet that we used when we were showing you the AM14, and we've just reconnected it to a C44. So I'm going to go into the system and make a few minor changes for the operation to work with the conveyor. So let's just look at those settings. That's the same. Now it's going to be a probe system. Now here we are, it says machine type door. I'm going to scroll this and go to conveyor. That's going to change my alarm delay. Remember I said before it was from 1 to 64 on a MicroPro 2, and on a conveyor it's from 1 to 128. Now the conveyor, because it has a 33-gallon capacity versus a 16-gallon capacity on a single rack machine, is going to take longer to satisfy. But so if you're using this machine and there is nothing else attached to it, like some sort of a timer unit, then as long as this machine is on long enough and it doesn't satisfy as it works on a door machine. However, if this machine is hooked up with a timer, then what's going to happen is you need to adjust the alarm delay so that it goes off before the timer shuts off, so the customer is aware that they've run out of chemical. The next setting is the rack time. Now, the DigiSet counts racks, and the MicroPro does not have that option, so this isn't an issue on the MicroPro 2, but it certainly is an important issue on the conveyor, because I'm sure from month to month it will be very important for you to know how many racks are going through this machine. So rack time is the length of time it takes for the rack to pass through this. So all the time that this switch is pushed, what's going to happen is that this is going to be accumulating that time. And so if I right now have this set at 17 seconds, that means every time this rinse paddle is depressed for 17 seconds, this is going to count one rack. So you want to know what your rinse time is accurately. It's normally around 17 seconds. It could be 15, it could be 18 or 19. But if you set that accurately, every month you'll be able to go in, look at your rack counter, and find out how many racks they've run and compare it to the amount of chemical that they use, so you can get an understanding of how much it's costing per rack to do the dishes. Detergent is liquid, but it could also be dry, just like on the single rack machines. And all the rest of these settings are pretty much going to be the same as we've already talked about.